Why did I start training in FMA, Filipino martial arts? As a lifelong martial artist and instructor, I recently started training in Filipino martial arts. But why? There's three main reasons why I'm training in FMA now. I still train my karate, my self-defense, but now I'm trying to become proficient in FMA. First is the focus on weapons training. Most FMA systems start with weapons, whereas most other martial arts systems start with the empty hand. Think about it. Karate, boxing, wrestling, BJJ, Muay Thai, Krav Maga, they don't use weapons. Sure, some defend against weapons and some use traditional weapons like kabuto, but what's having a pair of sais tucked into your belts going to Walmart? Really? Like, nobody does that. I've trained in many unarmed combative systems, and I believe all have valid training and are useful. But when it comes to self-defense training, having a weapon can mean the difference between going home and not. Criminals don't want to fight you. They just want to win. So many use weapons to intimidate you or overwhelm you. Training in weapons can equal the playing field. As a martial artist who has become focused on self-defense over the last 15 years, I have come to the realization that defending against a weapon is almost impossible to do without your own weapon. That might sound crazy to some of you. I'll have to do another video specifically detailing that. The second reason is more from the artistic perspective. As a lifelong martial artist, I enjoy training. I've trained in many different martial arts over the years, and I enjoy the challenge of starting at white belt. FMA is definitely outside of my comfort zone. As a karate practitioner, I pride myself on my ability to control my punches and my kicks. But with a stick, it's so much more difficult to have that same control. But I'm working on it. Like most of us, I need to have goals to help me progress in my training. Sure, I still train in my karate and self-defense, my other systems, but having another system that's new has given me a renewed sense of purpose in training. Lastly, I have dabbled in FMA systems over the years, but many of them are very dogmatic in their approach, meaning one of two things. They're either focused on the history and the culture more than they are the training, or they're so enamored by their founder that they'll never question the way things are done. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy learning about the history or I don't respect the instructors that came before me, but at some point, I just want to train. So, when my buddy Chris LaCava introduced me to the Stockton Multistyle escrima organization, I was really hesitant about it. However, one of the first things that he taught me is that they actually like to hit hard and make sure that you can really defend against a real attack. I was impressed. Obviously, it takes a lot of time to get good at defending against a real powerful strike, but they will definitely test you. After that, Chris told me to reach out to the main instructor personally. Well, that was unusual because most of the time you have to go through somebody else, not the main guy. So I emailed Jungo Tico asking about learning Stockton Multistyle escrima. Well, he emailed me back saying that he was honored that I was wanting to train in their system. Who says that? I did have Chris, who was one of their instructors, to vouch for me. But still, this type of humility was really what I was looking for. As I have continued to train with the Stockton Multistyle guys, my feelings towards them have only solidified and gotten better. For example, I have trained with over a dozen of their instructors, and every one of them have top-notch skills. That just isn't normal. I've trained with various organizations, and the main guy is usually pretty good. And maybe one or two of their other guys have a high level of skill, but I have not found even one of their guys that have average skills. So I've decided to train towards a graduation in the Stockton Multistyle escrima organization. The plan is, by this time next year, I'll be testing for my graduation. I'll be adding some videos here on this channel, but understand they're not instructional. They're just my journey and my training. I hope you enjoy following me through my journey training in Stockton Multistyle. Thanks for watching.